102.3 WHTL.
It's time for the open house on WHTL.
What are you, some kind of real estate agent?
You're joking, right? I don't joke about real estate.
With the Hansen Real Estate Group.
I never understood why people are so afraid to eat at an open house.
I know.
The open house starts right now.
And it indeed does. I'm Mike Gilbertson, sitting in for Mark St. Marie this midday and getting ready for the open house. And for that, we welcome Jackie Hanson from Hansen Real Estate Group. Good morning.
Good morning, Mike.
Oh, let me know. See, I've already forgotten how to turn a microphone on. There you go.
Check.
Yeah, she is indeed with us. Yeah, she's done this more than I have lately, so there's nothing wrong with that. How? First of all, let me just ask really quickly, how do you like doing this? How has this been working for you?
Oh, I love
Coming
it.
on the radio with Mark.
Yeah, I love it. It's great. We get to chat about kind of all the different things that encompass real estate,
Sure.
all the different subjects, and it's kind of a deep well, so we don't run out of things to talk about.
I would imagine. You have an interesting topic today for us, too.
Yeah, I'm just going to touch base a little bit. I think some of the topics that I come up with are just what I've been running into lately, day-to-day business kind of give me an idea of what to talk about. And lately I've had a lot of phone calls about asking if we can do an appraisal. So I just want to touch base a little bit on the difference between what we can do as licensed realtors and what an actual licensed certified appraiser can do. So as far as calling us about an appraisal, we do not have, us realtors cannot do a licensed appraisal. We do have one of our, my colleagues, one of our licensed realtors in-house, Amy Mayer, does have her own appraisal business. But as far as the realtors, we can do a CMA for you. And what that is that's a comparative market analysis. And it does use the same base as a database as what an appraiser uses, but they're not quite as detailed. So a market analysis, like I said, a licensed realtor can do that, and it's used to figure out what the value of your home is. We do it by pulling up sold properties that are comparable to what you have. So it helps someone considering listing their house understand what their property is valued at in today's market. But it is a little less detailed than an appraisal, and we're happy to do them for you for free if you're thinking of listing. So
When most people call you and ask for an appraisal, because we're only doing this once in our lifetime, perhaps.
Sure.
Do we even know what we're asking for sometimes?
I don't think so, and not always. And so that's why we kind of peel back the onion
Okay.
and ask, well, what is this for? Are you thinking of selling, or do you need it to settle an estate? So then in that case, you'd probably need an actual licensed appraiser
Sure.
to do it. But so don't be afraid to call us. We'll point you in the right direction, but that's kind of the difference. An appraisal is very detailed. They're not free. They usually run $500 to $700.
Yep.
But again, a certified appraiser, that's what they do. I mean, that's very detailed, right down to square footage of each, and the CMA, the market analysis, again, comes off the same database, but it's not quite as detailed, So
Sure.
it gives us a good range, a good idea of what your property is worth, but an appraisal is all about your property.
But again, for those of us who are just doing this, once or twice in a lifetime, the CMA would seem like that's enough information for us to get started, right?
Oh, definitely. We pull up probably more comps than an appraiser would. And again, you got to kind of add and subtract for what the difference is between what you have in your house and what these others do to kind of formulate a range of a list or sale price. But yeah, if you're looking at listing your house, we can bring you proof and information to, I think, very, very much satisfy any person that's going to sell their property as to why what I'm saying your property's worth is what it's worth. I can show you that in black and white.
If we were to go to someone different and get another CM, you know what I mean, get more than one, would they differ very much? I mean, do you think?
They may, but we're all, again, using the same database.
Sure.
So I think that they'd be very similar.
How about appraisals?
Yeah, an appraisal, like I said, is going to actually tell you what the licensed appraiser says if he thinks your house is worth $250,000, it's going to say that in black and white.
Okay.
I'm going to say, okay, I think we should probably list it from, 245, somewhere from 245 to 255, maybe land in the middle.
Okay.
We kind of come at it at a little bit different angle, where an appraiser is going to say, and a bank relies on what an appraiser says.
Correct. Yes, I understand that.
Yeah. So when you go get a loan on a property, the bank is going to require an appraisal, and their final word is the word in stone. So.
And you're probably not going to be able to get, or will be getting, even again at the cost is part of it, but a second appraisal, or what I mean?
No, that very rarely, if ever, happens. No.
But if you're in the market and you work with someone else or a couple of different people, you may get a couple of different CMAs.
You might. Yeah, you might. Like I said, if you're not satisfied, maybe with the first one, or you're just because we're happy to do them for free. Actually, I don't even have anybody ask me. If somebody says, Jackie, come over, I want to list my house, I'm going to bring a market analysis or that information with me.
For your own purposes and your own peace of mind,
and
I would imagine.
When I'm telling you that I think your house is worth $250,000, you're going to say, well, how do you know that? Or how did you arrive
What's that based
at that?
on?
So I want to lay this out in front of you and say, this is what this house sold for, so that we have it in black and white. We just don't want to, shoot for the stars and hope for the best.
Certainly. But again, that's what we're looking for as we do this, is looking for some information, because we don't have it and we don't know where to go to get it, but you do.
Right, and it's for most people in the world, their home is their greatest asset.
Yep.
They've been working their whole life to pay it off, and every dollar counts. And so we don't take that lightly. We want to get you every penny it's worth as well.
Yeah. We're with Jackie Hansen from Hanson Real Estate Group, open house on Wednesdays here during middays at 11 o'clock. That sounds like an interesting process, though, too, as you go through that and start putting all the pieces of the puzzle together.
It is. Yep, definitely. And, of course, we also go with what your thoughts and feelings are and try to arrive at a list price that everybody's comfortable with. But you have to start kind of bare bones and get the facts from a database, and that MLS has all the sold comps. And so that's our database. That's where you get the facts.
Sure. Yeah. And like I said, or like you said, you'll do them for free when people are kind of ready to get started at this.
Yep, looking at listing. Again, if you need something for an estate or a loan or something, we'll just let you know that you're going to need this kind, and that's not what your bank or your attorney or whatever's looking for. We'll help you get pointed in the direction of an actual licensed appraiser.
Yeah, and again, you may end up getting that, or in many cases, you're saying you're going to end up getting the appraisal done anyway.
Yep.
But this is a good way to get started toward that and get some information from you.
Yeah, don't be afraid to give us a call. We'll talk you through it, and we'll figure out what you need.
Yeah, that's always the best thing. Call somebody who knows more than I do.
Right.
You have some great properties with today, too, that you want to talk about.
I got 3 I'd like to touch on here. I got one in Cooley, just outside of Pigeon Falls. That's an Osseo address, but it is in the Whitehall School District, just a couple miles out of Pigeon Falls. Just a recent price reduction on this one. We dropped it by $15,000. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. It was built in the late 90s, so it's a newer build. Everything's on the same level. There is a finished basement, but anything that you need is all on the main level. Very nice house. Very large yard. It's a little over 2,000 square feet, attached 2-car garage, and then there's also a 26 by 120 foot pole shed with electric and water on it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's on just a hair over 3 acres, and we reduced that now to $365. So that's kind of an awful nice price on country living in close proximity for easy commute. So
yeah, that is a spot there where you can go in different directions.
Yep, just a few miles to the interstate or Osseo or however you want to do it, but just outside of Pigeon Falls in the country. That's a nice location there.
And you have one right here in Whitehall as well.
I do, right on Main Street in Whitehall. I think we've talked about this one, and this one's going to fly. It's got to. It's literally a brand new house, inside and out, except for it. They kept all the features of the turn of the century, like the pocket doors and the woodwork. But, I mean, it's gorgeous. It's a 5-bedroom, 2 full bath, Victorian style home, just a block away from the hospital down here. it's listed at just $279,900. Now, if you went there and looked at it, give me a call. You would think it was the steal of the century because it is just a beautiful house. There's nothing that this owner has not done on this within the last couple of years.
It's a very impressive building or house from the outside. And again, that's the other thing I think a lot of us see at it. That's a 5-bedroom. I mean, it's a big old house.
And they're not small bedrooms.
No, okay.
You think sometimes that they are.
Right.
But, and she's got brand new laundry on the upper level. So you got all your bedrooms, a full bath, and your laundry on the upper level. She refinished all the hardwood floors, new roof, new HVAC, brand new garage.
Wow.
I mean, the list goes on and on. But for $279,900, that's quite a steal.
And again, by having it like this, I mean, this is walk-in. This is turnkey. You aren't going to have to come in and fix anything yourself.
No, all brand new vinyl windows. I mean, there literally is nothing for you to do except move and enjoy it.
Yeah, and a great location here in Whitehall.
Yep.
And then the other one is also in the Whitehall School District.
It is. So it's in Northfield. So right on the interstate there, but it's on the edge of town.
Okay.
And it's on 1 acre. We just got a price reduction on this one yesterday. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, manufactured home. It has a 1-car garage and another storage shed. Again, a nice big 1 acre lot. And we dropped that one $10,000 just yesterday. So that news is hot off the presses.
Okay.
Immaculate home. All the buildings have steel roofs on, brand new furnace in it. That one's now listed at $134,900. So that's a brand new reduction that really hasn't even hit the news anywhere but right here on WHTL.
And again, the thing I noticed, that's on a full acre lot there,
it is.
too.
Yeah, and the house is set back off the road, so you just, you don't feel like you're right on the highway there. And again, it's already past the speed limit, so they're going real slow past your house, and you're not right in the middle of town, so that's nice.
Yeah, and again, that's like you kind of mentioned, it's the kind of thing that a lot of people are looking at. A little bit rural, but yet a lot of access to a lot of different things.
Exactly.
Being right on the interstate.
Yep, and for $134,900, I mean, you're going to pay rent for what the payment on that one would be almost. So.
Right. Well, a really nice group there. And again, I was telling you, that's right down there, the house in Whitehall. That's where I saw the deer yesterday.
That's
right
what you
on the
said.
edge of town.
Yeah.
It's a great intersection. But again, the beauty of that intersection is that if you have a family where that house is located on Main Street, if you have a family, your family can walk to the park.
Yep.
It can walk to the schools and never cross 53 or 121.
No, and the hospital's right in your backyard.
Yeah, and
so
I mean,
if you work there,
if you work there, if you have kids, things happen. I mean, it's a really great location. I know this because I happen to live in the same corner, and it's a really cool location because, like I said, you can walk to the park, the schools, and never cross a major highway.
Yep, that's a really good point.
It's a great location.
Right.
Again, a lot of great listings. People find you online, right?
Yep. And my phone number is 715-797-3332. No pressure. You can text me. You can call. You can do whatever you want. I'm happy to respond to any questions.
Yeah. And again, that's the most important thing, folks, because knowledge is power. And when you can ask some questions and get some answers, it makes us all feel better.
Exactly. Don't be shy.
Hey, thanks for sitting in and talking to me this week.
It was nice, Mike. Thank you very much.
I bet Mark will be back next time, but we appreciate it. Jackie Hansen from the Hanson Real Estate Group and the open house on this Wednesday morning. Coming up, we have music on the way. The Georgia Satellites, Tom Cochran, and more on WHTL.
It's the greatest pop rock of the 60s and 70s. The Happy Together Tour 2025 with the Turtles.